Welcome to Wisdom Uploaded, where we take stacks of research and turn them into actionable insights.
Yeah,
So today we're diving into something that I think a lot of businesses struggle with,
for sure.
especially after that holiday high. We're talking about the winter sales slump.
Yeah, it's true that post-holiday dip is a real thing.
Yeah.
But here at Digital Time Savers, we see winter not so much as a time to hibernate,
Right.
but as a chance to connect with customers in a whole new way.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty here.
Okay.
What exactly makes winter such a tough time for sales?
Mm-hmm.
We all know the weather can be a drag,
Yeah.
but is there more to it than that?
Definitely a confluence of factors,
Yeah.
You've got shorter days for one.
Uh-huh.
Less daylight can actually mean fewer impulse purchases or, window shopping trips.
Right, less time for those ooh, shiny moments.
Exactly. And then there's the weather itself.
Yeah.
Even if you love snow,
Right.
those icy sidewalks and gray skies can make people want to just stay bundled up at home.
No argument there.
Right.
And then, of course, after all that holiday spending,
Oh, yeah.
people are often tightening their belts a little bit.
Absolutely. Budgets are tighter, so consumers are more value conscious. Deals and discounts become super crucial to decision making.
So we got kind of a perfect storm of sorts here.
Yeah.
Weather woes, post-holiday fatigue,
Mm-hmm.
and shoppers that are a little bit more cautious.
Yeah.
But you mentioned earlier that Digital Time Savers sees opportunity in this.
Yes.
How
Well,
so?
while the way people buy changes in winter,
Right.
the desire to buy doesn't disappear.
Okay.
In fact, digital engagement often increases during this time.
Oh, interesting.
People are spending more time online, browsing, researching, connecting on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a huge opening for businesses with a strong digital presence.
So it's not about fighting the winter slump.
Right.
It's about understanding it and working with it.
Precisely, the key is to adapt.
Okay.
Think of it like a figure skater adjusting their routine based on the ice conditions. You work with the environment, not against it.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
So let's talk practical steps.
Okay.
What can businesses do to ensure that they're not just surviving the winter, but actually thriving?
Mm-hmm. The very first thing is to take a good look in the mirror.
Okay.
Before you launch any new winter campaigns, it's crucial to review what you did last year,
Uh-huh.
what worked, what fell flat, and most importantly, what can you learn from those results?
So you're saying take stock of your successes and failures so you don't repeat the same mistakes.
Exactly. And while you're at it, take stock of your target audience.
Okay.
How do their needs and behaviors shift during the winter months?
Right.
The more you understand your customers and their winter mindset,
Mm-hmm.
the more effective your strategies will be.
Makes sense.
Ah,
So we've done our self-reflection. We're thinking like our winter customers now.
Yeah.
Let's get to the good stuff.
okay.
What are some actionable strategies to actually ignite sales during this chilly season?
There's a whole toolkit of tactics that can be incredibly effective. But one of the most impactful is revamping your messaging.
Okay.
Instead of just promoting your product or service, think about how it can address the unique needs and emotions of winter shoppers.
Okay, I'm intrigued. How do we make our messaging more winter-friendly? Give us some examples.
Think about the feelings people associate with winter.
Yeah.
Comfort, warmth, maybe even a little bit of indulgence.
Mm-hmm.
You can tap into those emotions with your language.
Okay.
Instead of generic sales slogans,
Right.
try phrases like warm up your winter with, and that you know your product or service,
Uh-huh.
or stay cozy this season with your special offer.
I like that it's subtle, but it speaks directly to that winter mindset.
Exactly.
It's not just about what you're selling, but how it can benefit the customer during this specific time.
Exactly. And another often overlooked element is empathy.
Okay.
Winter can be a tough time for some people. So
Yeah.
acknowledging those challenges in your messaging can build a real connection with your audience.
So it's about being a bit more sensitive and understanding in our communication. What else can we do to shake off those winter blues and boost sales?
Well, since we know people are spending more time online, enhancing your digital presence is critical.
Right.
And we're not just talking about having a website.
Right.
It needs to be mobile friendly, optimized for local SEO, and filled with content that people actually want to engage with.
Okay. So meet the customer where they are,
Yeah.
but what kind of content really shines during winter?
Think about content that provides value and speaks to people's winter interests.
Okay.
You could do blog posts with winter tips, social media content, highlighting cozy products,
Hmm.
even interactive campaigns encouraging user-generated content.
Okay.
For example, a home goods company could create a blog post titled 5 Tips for Creating a Cozy Winter Sanctuary,
Ah,
subtly integrating their products as solutions.
that's smart. You're providing helpful information while showcasing what you have to offer.
Exactly.
It's a win-win. And what about local SEO?
Mhm.
What does that look like in practice?
For local businesses, it's crucial to make sure you're showing up in those near me searches.
Right.
That means optimizing your Google My Business listing,
Mm-hmm.
using location-based keywords in your website content,
Okay.
and even encouraging customer reviews, which can boost your local ranking.
So we're tweaking our message, we're boosting our online presence. What other tools should be in our winter sales survival kit?
Email marketing is another powerful one,
Okay.
especially during winter. The key here is personalization.
Okay.
Segment your email list and send targeted messages that address specific winter challenges or interests.
It's not just blasting out the same generic email to everyone on our list.
Definitely not. The more personalized your emails, the more likely people are to open them, click through, and ultimately make a purchase.
Right.
For example, you could send seasonal discounts to your loyal customers.
Okay.
Offer winter-specific advice that subtly integrates your products or services, or even create reactivation campaigns targeting customers who haven't purchased in a while.
It's all about making those emails relevant and enticing. I like it. So we've got messaging, online presence, and email marketing. What about good old-fashioned promotions?
Absolutely.
Do those still have a place in the winter sales game?
Everyone loves a good deal,
Right.
especially during winter when budgets are tight.
Yeah.
Think bundle deals, flash sales,
Mm-hmm.
anything that creates a sense of urgency and value.
Ah, yes. The flash sale, always a classic.
Right.
But how can we make our promotions stand out from the crowd? What are some creative tactics that really work?
Think beyond the usual discounts and try something a little different.
Okay.
Maybe a buy one, get one warm promotion, or a contest where people can win a winter-themed prize package.
I love that. A winter-themed prize package, very on brand for this season.
Exactly. It's all about tapping into that seasonal spirit and making it fun.
Yeah.
And don't forget, social media is your best friend when it comes to promoting these kinds of campaigns.
Right.
Use it to generate buzz, encourage engagement, and get people excited about your winter offerings.
Okay, so we've covered messaging, online presence, email marketing, and promotions. What about paid advertising? Does that still play a role in the winter sales game?
Absolutely it does.
Okay.
Especially when done strategically.
Mm-hmm.
Think targeted Google Ads campaigns using winter-themed keywords.
Okay.
Social media ads showcasing your promotions to a specific audience.
Right.
And retargeting campaigns to remind people of products they've previously viewed.
So it's about using those advertising dollars wisely and making sure we're reaching the right people with the right message at the right time.
Precisely. And finally, let's not forget about the importance of customer experience.
Okay.
Winter challenges like bad weather or shipping delays can sometimes lead to more customer inquiries and frustrations.
Right.
Make sure your team is ready to provide prompt and empathetic service, perhaps even offering live chat support for real-time assistance,
Okay.
and more flexible return policies to reduce purchase hesitation.
It's all about showing your customers that you care and that you're there to help them through whatever winter throws their way.
Exactly. It's that extra level of care that can turn a potentially negative experience into a positive one and build lasting loyalty.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've talked about understanding the winter slump, analyzing our past strategies, and implementing a whole arsenal of tactics to boost sales. I think we should take a pause here and let our listeners absorb all this great information when we come back. Let's break down this wealth of knowledge into a manageable plan for our listeners.
Sounds good. Welcome back to Wisdom Uploaded.
You know, as we were talking about all these tactics before,
Yeah.
something really struck me.
Oh, I'm curious. What's that?
It's the idea that winter, with all its challenges,
Mm-hmm.
can actually be a time for businesses to really showcase their values.
I absolutely agree when things get tough.
Yeah.
That's when a company's true colors really show.
Right, when the weather's frightful and people are feeling that post-holiday pinch.
Yeah.
Businesses have a real chance to demonstrate empathy and a genuine desire to help their customers.
Exactly. It's not just about pushing products.
Right.
It's about connecting with people on a deeper level.
And those are the kinds of connections that build trust and loyalty.
Absolutely.
So as we explore the rest of these strategies, I want to encourage our listeners to think beyond just the transactional.
Okay.
How can they use this season to strengthen those customer relationships?
That's such an important point.
Yeah.
It's not about surviving winter, it's about using it as a catalyst for growth
Right.
and deeper connections.
Exactly.
Now, earlier we touched on the idea of embracing the spirit of the season. What does that actually look like in practice?
Well, I think it starts with understanding what people love about winter.
Uh,
What are the feelings, the imagery, the experiences that really resonate during this time of year?
you're right, it's about tapping into those emotions.
Okay.
Think about the cozy nights by the fireplace, the snowy landscapes, those delicious seasonal flavors. Those are the kinds of things that evoke a sense of warmth and comfort.
So how do we translate those feelings into actual marketing campaigns? What are some tangible ways businesses can embrace the spirit of the season?
Visual storytelling is a great place to start.
Okay.
Use imagery and colors that evoke those wintry feelings. The snow-capped mountains, crackling fireplaces, steaming mugs of hot cocoa.
Right.
You can incorporate those visuals into your website, design social media graphics, even email templates.
So it's about creating a visual experience that aligns with the season.
Exactly.
What about the words we use? How can our copywriting embrace that winter spirit?
Think about the language people use to describe their favorite things about winter.
Okay.
Use phrases like warming up to a new product, snuggling in with a good book, finding comfort in a familiar service.
Okay.
Those little touches can really make a difference.
It's like painting a picture with words,
Yeah.
creating a sensory experience that draws people in. But embracing the spirit of the season goes beyond just visuals and words, right?
Absolutely. It's also about your actions.
Okay.
Think about partnering with a local charity that supports those in need during the winter months.
Mhm.
You could offer special discounts or promotions to customers who donate to your chosen cause.
I love that it's a great way to show your customers that you're not just about making a profit, but also about making a positive impact on the community.
Exactly. And remember, winter is a time when people are naturally drawn to community and togetherness.
Yeah.
Businesses can tap into this by creating campaigns that encourage connection and shared experiences.
That makes a lot of sense. What are some ways they can do that?
User-generated content is a fantastic way to build community.
Okay.
Encourage your customers to share their favorite winter moments, traditions, or even just photos of themselves enjoying your products or services in a winter setting.
So it's about giving your customers a platform to share their stories and connect with each other.
Exactly. You could even create contests or giveaways that encourage participation and generate buzz around your brand. For example, ask people to share their best winter recipes, their favorite holiday traditions, or even their most creative snow sculptures.
Those are fun ideas. It makes your marketing feel less like a sales pitch and more like a friendly gathering.
Mhm.
But before we move on, I'm curious about something we've talked a lot about, these warm and fuzzy elements of winter marketing. But doesn't it ever backfire? I mean, what if a brand's personality just doesn't fit that cozy, wintry vibe?
That's a great question, and you're right. Authenticity is key.
Right.
You don't want to force a winter theme if it doesn't feel genuine. Think about your brand's core values and personality. How can you weave those elements into your winter campaigns in a way that feels natural and true to who you are?
I see what you mean. It's not about putting on a fake persona. It's about finding that sweet spot where your brand and the spirit of the season can authentically align.
Precisely. And when you do that, you create something special, something that resonates with your audience and leaves a lasting positive impression.
Well said. This has been incredibly insightful. I'm already feeling inspired to revamp my own winter marketing strategies. But before we wrap up this section, is there anything else you want to add about embracing the spirit of the season?
Just this winter, while challenging, is also a time of renewal and fresh beginnings. It's a chance to connect with your customers on a deeper level and set the stage for a successful year ahead.
Beautifully said. And on that note, let's jump into the final part of our deep dive, where we'll explore the role of data in winter marketing success. Welcome back to Wisdom Uploaded.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of ground already in this deep dive into winter sales strategies.
We have talking about adapting your approach, understanding those seasonal shifts in consumer behavior, and even embracing those cozy winter vibes.
But there's one crucial element we haven't touched on yet, and that's data.
You're absolutely right. Data is the backbone of any successful marketing strategy. It's not enough to just launch campaigns and cross our fingers.
Right.
We need to track those campaigns, analyze the results, and use that data to make smarter decisions.
So data helps us understand what's actually working and what's not.
Exactly. And the beauty is we live in a time where we have access to more data than ever before.
That's true.
Website analytics, social media insights, email marketing metrics. There's a treasure trove of information out there just waiting to be uncovered.
Okay, I'm all for data-driven decisions, but for those who might be feeling a bit overwhelmed, where do we even begin? What are the most important things to focus on?
Start with the fundamentals.
Okay.
Track your website traffic, look at your conversion rates, pay attention to your email open and click-through rates, and keep an eye on your social media engagement metrics. These are the core indicators of how your campaigns are performing.
So we've got our baseline data now. How do we actually use it to improve our strategies?
This is where the fun begins.
Okay.
Look for patterns and trends in the data. Are there certain days or times when website traffic spikes? Are there specific types of content that get more engagement on social media? Are there particular subject lines or offers that lead to higher email open rates?
So it's about identifying what's working, what's not, and then adjusting our approach based on those insights.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment a little, test different headlines, images, and calls to action. See what resonates with your audience, and use that data to continually refine your campaigns.
It's like a constant feedback loop. We learn, we adapt, and we get better over time. But what about businesses that might not have the resources for a dedicated data analyst? Are they out of luck?
Not at all.
Okay.
There are tons of affordable, even free tools out there that can help businesses of all sizes track and analyze their marketing data. Google Analytics is a great option for website analytics, and most social media platforms have built-in analytics dashboards.
So there's really no excuse not to be using data to inform those marketing decisions.
Absolutely not. Even if you're a solopreneur working from your home office, you have access to the tools and resources you need to make data-driven decisions.
This has been a truly insightful deep dive. We've covered so much ground, from understanding the winter slump to implementing practical strategies for success and harnessing the power of data.
And we've really emphasized the importance of adapting to changing consumer behavior, embracing the spirit of the season, and making those data-driven decisions.
It's a holistic approach that empowers businesses to not just survive the winter, but thrive in it.
Exactly. And for those listening who are ready to take their winter sales strategies to the next level, we here at Digital Time Savers are here to help.
Our team of experts can provide tailored solutions to help you achieve those winter sales goals.
Yeah.
We can help you craft compelling messaging, develop data-driven campaigns, and make this your most successful winter yet.
So if you're ready to turn those winter blues into hot leads, visit our website or give us a call. We'd love to chat with you and help you make this winter a win.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into winter sales strategies. Until next time, happy selling.